Hello everyone, today I have two very interesting camera phones. So the first one is Xiaomi 14 Ultra and the second one is Honor Magic 6 Pro. So just to reference, if you're looking at DxO Mark rankings, this one is third best camera phone in the world. This one is number 17. So Honor third, Xiaomi number 17. On Honor, you have triple camera setup. The main lens is with variable aperture, f1.4 to f2. Yeah, you have a very big 180 megapixels periscope lens with f2.6, and it's really big sensor, 1/1.49 inches, I believe. And the last one, you have 50 megapixel ultra wide camera with f2. So the main lens is 1/1.3 inches. On the other hand, on Xiaomi, you have four cameras in the back. The main lens with the biggest sensor is 1 inch sensor with variable aperture from 1.6 up to the 4, and you have two zoom cameras. The first one is 3x, 3.2x, f1.8 with 1/2.55 inches. So kind of really big sensor, but not as big as zoom camera on Honor. 50 megapixels, and the second one is also 50 megapixel zoom lens with 5x zoom, and it's f2.5. And the third lens is ultra wide, 50 megapixels with f2, so sorry, f1.8. So yeah, on the paper, Xiaomi has somewhat better sensors. At least on main camera, it has larger sensor and brighter lens on telephoto and additional telephoto camera. Ultra wides kind of look very similar. Okay, when you're looking physically, they both have quite big bump on the back, but Xiaomi's seems a bit larger. Now let's take a look at software in cameras on these two phones. Um, I have to tell you immediately, I think Xiaomi has much better software. Okay, so let's start with Honor. It's on the latest Magic OS 8, so it's November of 2024, and that's it. Magic OS 8, and here we have HyperOS 1. So still no HyperOS 2, still no Magic OS 9. You have basic photo option, portrait mode, night mode, aperture mode, everything that you would expect from Honor device. And of course, movie mode, pro mode, and more modes. Under more modes, you have a lot of modes, but there are some, let's say, light painting mode. They took this from the history they have with Huawei, and it's okay. It works really nice. It works better than light painting modes on Xiaomi. That's for certain. But let's say when you go to high-res mode, you don't get that AI options that you used to have on Huawei phones, so that's kind of sad. Another disappointment I have with this phone's software is that in the Pro mode, if you choose to shoot raw images, you can do it only with main lens. So no raw for ultra wide, all telephoto lens, and that's really sad and weird. And under photo mode, you have option to choose HDR or on off, AI or on off, and option to choose Leica, sorry, to choose Honor as a natural, vibrant, or authentic look. So I kind of keep it on natural. I guess that's how they want you to use it. Under other settings, you can choose your ratio to have a motion photo or on off, and that's basically it. So I feel like they are really falling behind with their software in cameras than other phones like, let's say, Xiaomi, Vivo, Oppo, whoever you like. Now, when you go to Xiaomi to camera, where here things become interesting. So first of all, in main shooting mode, photo mode, you can choose aperture. So you can choose aperture. Sorry, I'll kind of rotate it to be auto, or you can force it to use any of these in auto mode. So that's really nice. Also, when you're using your main camera, when you tap on zoom lens, you can choose to shoot in 23 millimeters, 28, or 35 millimeters. And when you are on 5x, you can just tap it to go to 10x or tap it to go to 30x. That's really amazing. Another amazing thing is that in fast shot mode, you can choose all these cool filters from Leica and some other old cameras, and that's the fun. The fun begins there. Okay. Also, when you're using Pro mode, where did I put it here? When you're using Pro mode, you can shoot ultra raw on the main lens, or you can shoot raw on any lens. So that's something that Honor really needs to fix. They haven't had that option also on Honor Magic 5, and that makes me really sad. Let's take a look a bit over video options. So under video, you do have options to shoot log format if you're into it, but the basic thing that I've noticed that this is that Honor tops out at 4K 60, so you can go 4K, you can go 8K frames per second to record, and on Xiaomi you can go all the way to 8K 30, and you can also shoot it with all cameras. Why is that important? Well, here you can see photo taken with 8K video on Xiaomi, so it's grabbed from 8K video, and here is grabbed from 4K video on Honor. So you have two completely separate qualities here. Just 8K shots from video on Xiaomi are amazing, and you're missing on that if you are using Honor. Also, Pro mode supports on Xiaomi all lenses in RAW, main lens in ultra RAW. You also have a lot of other options that you can use, and they're fun to use. And yeah, in software, there's at least in camera software, no one beats Xiaomi. So this is not even a fair contest. So if you're camera buff and you really like to mess with the software, you go with Xiaomi 14 Ultra. So let's take a look at few photo samples. Here we have letter H for Honor and X for Xiaomi. So let's start with the first photo. First photo is ultra wide camera. Xiaomi is on the right on this one. As you can see, I have a bit problem with lens flare on Xiaomi, but I don't know, is it because of protective lens on it? But yeah, there is some problem. Let's look at the details. I would say they're pretty similar, a bit different approach to colors, bit better dynamic range of Xiaomi on ultra wide. Okay, let's keep going. Again, Xiaomi on the right. Let me show you EXIF, so you can see here. Again, different approach to photo. Again, somewhat better dynamic range on Xiaomi, but this is more style thing than quality thing. I would say that during the day, main lenses are kind of pretty similar. Let's go a bit further. So we have a 3x shot from Xiaomi here and 2.5 shot from Honor here, but it's more closely to 3x than it's 2.5. And here, somewhat better dynamic range here on the flower you can see on Xiaomi, but I like contrast a bit more on Honor here, so I guess I'll give them a tie. because you can later adjust contrast, but you cannot get better dynamic range. But yeah, let's say it's a tie. I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs barking in the background, but it is what it is. Okay, now we have 5x with both of them, and here you can see that a bit of over sharpening happening here on Honor, while Xiaomi is natural. So this one definitely, in my opinion, goes to Xiaomi, but then again, not too big difference. Okay, and lastly we have 10x shot with them, and on 10x shot you can see that real telephoto lens with at least 5x zoom will be better than 2.5 zoom. Here you have better background separation, you have better details, you can count lines here, and here they're kind of all meshy. So when we go above 5x in daylight, the difference is very obvious. And for giggles, let's take a look at 40x shot. And on 40x shot, the difference is even more apparent. Xiaomi just blows away Honor on this photo. It's probably a bit of AI or everything, but the difference is very visible, and Xiaomi is better. Here we have sample with zoom cameras on both of them to use as macro, and here you can see that Xiaomi did better. Background separation is perfect. Noise control is amazing on Xiaomi. Look at this, almost no noise, and the detail is just amazing. So look at this little branch here with flower with water drop on it, just amazing. I mean, this lens from Xiaomi, this 3x lens, is probably my favorite lens I've tried on any phone. Okay, let's go. Yeah, sorry. Few more daylight samples. Again, Xiaomi on the right. Okay, this is 1x with both of them. They both choose to use f2 here, and small ISO. I don't know why ISO is 52,000, 500,000, whatever this is on Honor. It's probably a bug. Let's zoom in a bit. Here, they pretty much look the same. I like the colors a bit more on Honor. Let's check at the shadows. Shadows are a bit more better in Xiaomi, more details in them. So let's say a tie here. Let's go to the next one. This is, by the way, my cat just enjoying his time in garden, sleeping. Doesn't care about me or whatever I say. Okay, here we have a 3x shot. You can see f2.6 here, f1.8 here, again ISO 50, and here something wacky and crazy. Details are probably very similar. Colors are basically identical. Let's check shadows here. Even shadows are identical, so I don't see much advantages of having 180 megapixel sensor here, because honestly I think f1.8 means more than sensor size. Okay, let's zoom a bit more. Okay, so this is a 5x on both of them. Let's check it here. Here you can see some digital artifacts on Honor, while Xiaomi is still kind of good, no problems with it. Let's check shadows. Okay, shadows are the same, highlights are kind of the same, so pretty much same results. Okay, let's check here in the grass. Yeah, you get a bit over sharpening here on Honor. That's what I do not like, but yeah, unless you really zoom in, you'll probably get the same photo. And let's zoom in a bit further. This is probably around 10x of both of them, and on 10x you can just see how much better the Xiaomi actually is. Look at hair on a cat. Yeah, no digital artifacts on Xiaomi whatsoever, so really nice. And again, let's try, like, I think this was 30 or 40 zoom. Yeah, here you can clearly see they're both falling apart, but Xiaomi is falling apart way lesser than Honor is. So once again, during the daytime, when we go a bit above 5x zoom, Xiaomi's advantage is clear. Okay, this is an interesting scene because it's a high contrast scene, and let's take a look again. We have f2 on both of them. Xiaomi is on the right. Let's zoom in a bit, let's say to the flowers here. Yeah, here we can see that digital sharpening on Honor is not really good, but again, it's not really good on Xiaomi either. But unless you zoom in, you get decent photo. Let's take a look a bit at the shadows. Shadows are a bit better actually on Xiaomi here. I guess that is the advantage of better, bigger sensor. And again, noise is better controlled on Xiaomi even in this harsh conditions. Next we have low light samples here, and this is taken from behind dirty glass of a car. And again, Xiaomi is on the right here, Honor on the left. Shadow control definitely better on Xiaomi. Details, I would say they're kind of the same. Noise control actually better on Honor. As you can see, Honor is using f1.4. So highlights the same, details kind of the same. So let's say they are equal in 1x. Let's zoom in a bit at low light. Okay, so the color of car is actually somewhere in between these two. It's not this dark, it's not this bright. And when we look at shadows, there are better shadows on Xiaomi. And take a look here at highlights, they're basically the same. So again, not big difference, but I like Xiaomi photo more. And additional zoom in. This is, I believe, around 5x, yeah, on both of them. And here you can already see the advantage of having real 5x sensor here. Just blows away Honor. Xiaomi is just better, no comparison here. Xiaomi is better. And let's zoom in a bit further. Okay, so this is probably around, I don't know, maybe 20x on both of them. Let's check here. Here you can see that AI kind of pumped text here a bit on Honor and made it better. But the rest of the photo is probably the same, no big difference. So yeah, there are really punches all the way in, but as far as I can see until now, Xiaomi is better. I have no idea how those guys at DxOMark say, hey, this one is much better than the other one, but they're basically the same. And then when you zoom in at the noise level, you can see that Xiaomi controls noise immensely better than Honor does. So I like a little bit of noise, but this is too much, so better on Xiaomi. Let's continue with low light. So this is 1x, very low light, starry sky from the hand. And here is when the bigger sensor will come in hand. So you have a darker aperture, you have shorter shooting time on Xiaomi, and Honor for some reason doesn't show me how much ISO value it used. I don't know what's going on with their exifs, but the clear winner here, Xiaomi. Photo is properly focused, sky is balancedly noisy, you can count stars everywhere. So yeah, this one definitely goes to Xiaomi. This is a shot with their zoom lenses. Very similar results here. Let's zoom in a bit. So yeah, when you zoom out, they're basically the same. You can see a bit more exposure on Xiaomi, but pretty similar for these conditions. So again, no real benefit of having 180 megapixel sensor in your telephoto lens. Next one we have around, I believe, 5x. You can just see how they both are messy, but Honor is really messy. They kind of blurred everything together, then tried to pump out the details by over sharpening. Xiaomi just leaves it naturally as it is. They are both okay photos, and yeah, I can't say clear winner here. What do you guys think? Bit over sharpened on Honor and bit soft on Xiaomi. And now let's zoom into 10x. On 10x, the difference is again much better noise control on Xiaomi, more natural looking everything. Photo is soft, but I do prefer soft than over sharpened that I get here on Honor. This is really too over sharpened. And for the last photo sample, we have ultra wide. Ultra wide at low light is not good on either of them, and let's say Xiaomi did a better job of exposing everything correctly, better details here, but the highlights are overblown, and here highlights are preserved. So I still prefer Xiaomi because let's say 70% of photo is sky, and sky is really okay here, and on Honor is just a mess. Here is a simple zoom test during a good light from Honor. As you can see, it has really big problems with shadows. Shadows are underexposed, and also while zooming it's not as smooth as I would like it. But all in all, okay camera quality, okay video quality, but definitely not in top 10 video phones out there. On the other hand, Xiaomi has much more natural colors. It has no problems with shadow, and you can see how much usable real optical zoom lenses are when you have 5x or more. So yeah, in video definitely quality and usability goes to Xiaomi. Both phones offer night shots, night mode for video, and this is from Honor. And now this one will be from Xiaomi. As you can see, Xiaomi controls noise much better. Even though the lens was not clean, it's still a good result. My conclusion, well, these are both great camera phones, but honestly, Xiaomi 14 Ultra is next level. And this is why I get mad when you have really popular sites like Dexomark. They're kind of saying that this one is much better than this one. It's not. This one has better results, better software, and better camera options and versatility. So yeah, for real camera buff, I think Xiaomi 14 Ultra is the one to go.